Hey all, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is about a challenge I'm going to start. And this challenge is called No Spend November Challenge. But as you know, it's not completely possible to not spend even a rupees. So the purpose is not to it's just to live frugally, like not to stay completely without spending anything. It's not the aim. Actually, this month I'm planning to cut my wants and uh, save more money. Like I'm currently switching my job, so I need to be more thoughtful while spending. So that is why I plan to spend less this month, and I wanted to challenge myself because I have been spending too much lately, or at least spending more than half of my earning amount. Like in the first 2 weeks itself, my salary would be over, and like only a few money would be left because I have to refuel my vehicle. So the problem is that I think I should start mindful spending. So I have challenged myself to live frugally this month. That is this November. I'm trying to spend only on my needs. So I have already budgeted my financial life into three categories. That is needs, wants, and then comes the savings. So I have been spending like more on wants, I guess. Like more than I spend on my needs, I have been spending on my wants. So I want to change that. Oh my gosh. So that is it. Um Now my spending percentage is like 50 percentage for I just saw it somewhere like in Pinterest and somewhere else. Like it is the budgeting tip I um, got from the internet, so from different people. So the idea is that we spend 50 percentage of our salary into the needs of the month, and the 30 percentage would go for the wants. Like I wondered at first, like why was wants given more important than savings, because the only 20 percentage goes into the savings. So I wondered why that is. Then I realized that like from my own budget, I understood that we tend to spend more on our wants than savings, because it is natural for us humans, or as some would say, like for females too. I don't know, I think both males and females have their own priorities. So there may be some difference as to for which for which particular course a female and male counterparts spend their money on, but I believe that they have their own reason. So the justification I gave myself for thinking that it is okay to spend 30% on the wants is that you need something in your life to live for, right? Like if you just buy water, food, shelter, you're just living for survival. And I think that by spending on your wants, you're making yourself happy. Like for some people, for me personally, I buy a lot of stationery. That's how I have been spending most. I've been spending a lot of money on. So stationery is one of my weaknesses. So this number challenge, I am planning not to go near any stationery shop because I already have enough stationeries here. I don't really use all of them because I'm worried that it will be over or finished. So I rarely use my stationeries because I don't want it to finish. Like I want to stay, I want to keep them for longer. Even though I keep purchasing more stationeries, like I'm stationery crazy. So the thing is that I made myself think that it is okay because if that releases some dopamine and makes me happy, why not? Like I'm not doing any illegal act to make myself happy. I'm just making myself happy by buying a few more good looking books or new stationery item like sticky notes or anything that actually attracts me. But this number, I want to take up this challenge, I shouldn't go near the stationery shop as well as the online shopping apps. So, like, I don't know if this is extreme, but I am thinking of deleting the shopping apps. Anyway, my Amazon Prime is ending soon, so maybe I should just delete them, or I shouldn't open the shopping app because I can still use Prime Video then. So I am thinking of that right now. Maybe I should do that. Then about this challenge is that the medicine, like, I'm on gastritis medicine, like I have too much acid in my stomach then, so I need to take my medicines, right? So I have already purchased 3 weeks worth medicine, but that 3 weeks would be over before this November ends. So practically I would have to spend on the doctor fees, like consultation fees, as well as for the next medicine. Like I shouldn't stop the medicine at once. I should just decrease the dosage and then stop it. So the next time the medicine would be less than what I bought this time, but still it would be in the November, in this month itself. Like I will have to spend on consultation fees as well as on medicine. So actually it is a need, it's not a want. So obviously I am going to spend on that, as well as for the fuel. I need to fill petrol in my two-wheeler, so I will have to do that as well. And I have already purchased some groceries for this month, but I know that it won't be enough because mine is a large family. So, or a family of 5 members. No, actually my sister got married recently, and we are 4 members. Or maybe if she comes to stay here for a while, then we are again 5 members. So anyway, we cannot, I mean, I cannot assure that the grocery I bought will go for a month, for a whole month. So maybe I will have to buy the groceries as well. And like if I'm buying milk or curd, there's an for things that has an expiry date also, I will have to buy it on a regular basis, I guess. So that all comes in the need section of my budget. So probably, I mean, most probably, and I mean, for sure I will have to buy it. So despite that, like I'm saying, I'm going to cut my wants. Like, can I, how do I categorize my wants? It's simple. Like, can I live without it? For one reason, I cannot live without food, right? So if it is a food item, like healthy food item, that is how I'm going to categorize it. If it's a healthy food item, then sure, it's a yes, I cannot live without it, so I need to buy it. That's the rule I keep for myself this during this challenge. um, Otherwise, like in other times, I usually, if it is food item, like even if it's junk food, I just consider it as need because it just goes inside you as a food, right? So but during this challenge I really want to be mindful, so I'm planning to find out what really is my needs and what are the wants, even in the category which I have recently considered as my needs. So the thing is, so in case of food items, I'm going to ask myself, is it a healthy food or it's just a junk food? If it's a healthy food or a raw food, or just as long as it's not a junk food and it adds any value, like any, even if it adds a simple value, like a single calorie to my health, or if it makes me happy, like once in a while, not always. I rarely like sweets, but once in a while I crave for it. Like maybe after months, once when I see some sweet thing, I would want to buy it, like a pastry. I don't usually eat sweet things because I mean I don't like the sweet things. I usually end up more tired after eating sweet things. So I have always avoided very sweet things, food items. So maybe to categorize food items into one, to differentiate the food items into the wants and needs, I'm going to ask myself, is this junk food? If the answer is no, then the answer to whether I should buy it is yes. As long as it's not a junk food, I'm buying it. So that will go to the need section. And for other things in the need section, for example, if I want to buy an envelope, like if I have to post something, there are, I think there's a few envelope with me, like I already said, because I am a stationery crazy. I have a lot of stationery items, different categories of stationery items. So even if I have envelope, maybe my parcel or letter would be of a bigger size than the envelope I have. So in that case, it becomes need, right? So like asking that question to me, like, do you already own this item? And if the answer is no to that, then surely I'm buying it. So that comes in the need of this month or this that particular moment. So that would be how I'll be categorizing my stationery section. And for everything else, like for in case of transportation, I have no choice than to fill petrol in my two-wheeler. So that comes already in the need. So I've already calculated an average amount that I'll have to spend. And I just, when I calculated the budget I put to myself right now is 3,500. So I have asked myself not to spend more than 3,500. That's the budget I have allotted to my needs section this month, that is November. So if I would make it without crossing that 3,500 is a question mark. So I hope you all stay tuned to see whether I reach my goal. I mean, if I win this challenge or not. The budget number challenge, like no spend number challenge. That's how I would like to name it. So, guys, thank you for sticking with me for so long. Please keep supporting me. I'm planning to come with more variety videos. So, please stay tuned. Thank you for your support. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye. Bye.